welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Zizipho Ndevu. Nearly 25 million rands after a freezing night on Sandton Street. This is how much South Africa's top CEOs were able to raise for the Boys and Girls Town organization at the Johannesburg CEO Sleepout.
More than 200 top chief executives of some of the largest companies in South Africa gathered here in Sandton for a night under the stars. Their mission: to change the lives of thousands of South Africa's most vulnerable children. This has got to be one of the coldest nights in winter in Johannesburg. Now, the purpose behind this event, that is getting South Africa's top CEOs to sleep out here in the street of Sandton, is really to have them experience and feel what the homeless have to endure for most of the nights during winter. That is to go to bed with just a piece of cardboard over their heads and very little food to eat. But I have to admit, the atmosphere here is very festive, and as one CEO put it to me, tonight is a celebration, and it truly is a celebration, with South Africa's top business leaders committing collectively to make a difference.
I think the initiative is wonderful, I really do. I'm ambivalent about sleeping on the street. I mean, you drive past these poor guys in the street, and I think I'm sympathetic, I really do. I feel their pain, but when you're out here, and you realize kind of what it must be like. I'm in great clothes, you know what I mean? So this is to funding charity where you're kind of experiencing the struggle that you're trying to avert. Quite unique.
It's very simple. If you're doing something that might make a positive difference in somebody else's life, a positive difference, why wouldn't you do it? The gaps in our country are so wide. It's going to take more than just CEOs to do that. It's going to take a number of us. So my kids, right, have got to think about, so how do I make a difference in somebody else's life? And that doesn't have to be only somebody out there. It could be a cousin, could be an aunt, it could be the ladies' children who help us at home, because that might just change the way in which we interact with each other.
Each of these CEOs have pledged a substantial amount of money to be donated to a boys and girls home, totaling around 25 million rand.
Initially, day one, the founder of Boys Town was Father Osmond. He got hold of the Oppenheimer family, Harry and his wife Caroline, and big money used to come from the Oppenheimer family. But since then, Harry Oppenheimer has passed away, his wife's passed away, his son Nicky now runs Angler. But as time has moved on, well, since I was in Boys Town until where we are now, that money is not coming through anymore. So if it wasn't for things like this, I don't know, looking ahead, I don't know where the money's going to come from. So this is, I think, is brilliant, and it's a great idea.
Sheena Mohammed for Joburg Today.
My name is Tony Ped, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. Follow us on Twitter @JoburgToday. And if you're one of those people on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. From Sandton Street to the Sandton Convention Centre, Joburgers had the opportunity to sample some of the best local wines at the Old Mutual Trophy Wine Show.
Finally, it's been Joburgers' turn to try some of the award-winning wines of this year's Old Mutual Trophy Wine Show at a special public tasting. But wine lovers not only tasted more than 100 top wines, some things also went digital for the first time. An Old Mutual Trophy Wine Show app replaced the show's Icons Wine Guide.
The app really gives the wine lovers as well as novices another platform and opportunity to find out more about the winning wines, to see the winning wines, as well as search by producers, search by medal. We've also added some really exciting functions such as wine podcasts, which users can download and listen to at any time.
Ordering show wines online was also a first-time reality.
For the Old Mutual Trophy Show, we've created a banner. So on our homepage, there's a very big banner. You click on wines to buy. If you haven't gone onto our website before, you have to register and then deciding which wines you want and checking out. You have the option of having the wines delivered to your address, home or work, or you can go and collect at your closest macro store.
I'm making use of the online because it's easy. It's right here. It's user-friendly, and I don't have to go home, sit and think what I've decided to buy, and I've got it.
But the technology didn't replace what people actually came for.
I'm here because I want to learn about more wine, and I decided that because it's much more central and there's different people from different areas to actually, going to be coming here.
I've always attended the Cape Town event, and I've attended for the first time in Joburg. The Joburg event is a bit more vibey. The crowd is more diverse, and I think people are just more friendly. I don't know if it's the wine, but I love the vibe here.
Because the wine had a trophy and the judges deemed it best wine or white wine of the show, people came in with expectation of tasting a really, really good white, and most probably than not, they said yes, there is definitely this is definitely the white wine of the show. So in terms of that, that's a good thing. That's exactly what I saw in Cape Town.
Joburg people at these events take advantage of the opportunities and buy the wines at the show when they are slightly better priced. But that said, Joburg's come a long way. I think really people have become really wine aficionados, and if you look at what we sell in the country, probably 70% of our wine sales in South Africa are in Joburg.
I think the highlight was scuffling in a queue and getting that 1969 100-foot Jeripico from KWV. Well worth the fight.
There are certain wineries that's done exceptionally well. One in particular I can mention is Fleur de Cap Shiraz. I think the reason for the good sales is the price. It's a really good value for money wine that's won a trophy. The other one that's done extremely well is the Olifantsberg Silhouette, which is a wine that we don't keep as a normally, but we might reconsider after the success of this show. So sales have been great. Compared to last year, I think we're really on a good wicket.
Before leaving, patrons could make use of Old Mutual's free breathalyzer testing. But whether just tasting or buying, it seemed Joburgers used the opportunity well to try some fine wines. Marisa de Klerk, Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Fransjo van Cooke from Van Cooke Cartel, and you're watching Joburg Today.
It is Blood Donor Month, and emergency healthcare provider ER24 decided to get the message across in a rather unique way.
ER24 raises awareness for National Blood Donor Month in a unique and artistic way. The Joburg team uses live human art to not only grab people's attentions, but to educate them on the flow of blood throughout the human body.
The campaign's name is called We Are So Vain, spelled EI, because it's all about blood donation. We're trying to create awareness of blood donation and the importance of blood. The reason we didn't get professional models in is because, let's face it, the whole world, everybody's not ripped and everybody's not perfect. And what we want to portray is also that anybody can donate blood. You don't have to be a supermodel, and you don't have to be, perfectly built. You're saving 3 people by giving 20 minutes of your time, and it doesn't cost you a thing, and it's just a wonderful thing to do for humankind.
I think it's really cool. I think it draws a lot of attention, and people are excited about it, and people want to go and give and donate blood because of it.
Well, I think it's a good cause so that those are in need of blood, they can get blood from people like me who are willing to donate freely.
I feel like it's my social responsibility to donate blood. I think it's very important, and that we, as people who are able to donate blood, because I'm O positive, a lot of people can take my blood.
In total, we've achieved our goal. People definitely are talking about blood donation, and it's donation month, it's donor month. So I think the reaction was good. I think a lot of people were shocked, but it was like a good kind of shock. It's important to not think that there are enough donors, because especially if you see now behind me, there's so many people donating. So you kind of would like to get the perception that there's enough donors, because you always see people donating, but what people don't understand is it's the same people that donate over and over and over again. If we have the guts to stand here in the bitter cold, then you have the guts to have a needle poked in your arm. It's really not that bad.
All in the name of a Blood Donor Month, ER24 has definitely taken an interesting angle in encouraging the Joburgers to donate blood. And as you can see, I am doing my bit, so your blood saves lives. I'm Butumela Ratokwena for Joburg Today.
Hi, my name is Peling. You are watching Joburg Today.
And that brings us to the end of today's show. For more on the city, check out our playlist as well as Leading Opinion. That's it from me, Zizi Paul. I leave you with Just Ginger, Bright Lights.
Back in ETV.
You can only find the great white light when you're not looking. And you should only look when you're willing to see what's surrounding you, please. Come on, don't look away. It'll all come back to haunt you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to believe in you. You can take control again. You can be the change, my friend, when you see through who you are. You can have it all. You can become whole again. You know that's what you need. You know that's what you want. And yet you find another love, baby. You can wait patiently, and you will see there is love in your heart. Come on, don't look away. It'll all come back to haunt you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to believe in you. You can take control again. You can be the change, my friend, if you see through who you are. You can have it all. You can become whole again. You know that's what you need. You know that's what you want. You know that's what you are. You can take control again when you see through who you are.